Hello everybody, and the Destiny beta may be over, but I have gameplay to last forever. Most of it will probably be on Venus, using the same guns, and basically doing the same thing, but it's different gameplay. The scores are different, so it's totally different. And for this game, I'm showing you guys my highest score that I got during the beta, which was, I think, 12,300. I think it was. I know that it's 12,000, but I don't know exactly how much. And it actually gave me the second highest score on both consoles throughout the entire beta. And I'm actually really sad because the first part of this game is amazing. Everyone's playing, it's super cool. And then towards like the middle, people start rage quitting. So if people hadn't rage quit, I think I could have got a 13,000, maybe even a 14,000 score, but people were rage quitting, so I really apologize if the second part of the game is boring. I tried to edit it to where it's as least boring as possible, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyway. I wanted to show it in its entirety as much as possible without it being super boring, because it is my highest score that I'm probably ever going to get in my life. But for the topic of this video, I actually wanted to talk about the longevity of Destiny. Can Destiny actually last the test of time and become a primary FPS in the FPS community? So I'm not just going to be talking about people enjoying it and enjoy playing it for a long time. I'm also going to be talking about its longevity on YouTube, which are two very different things. So let's first start off by talking about if Destiny can be entertaining for a wide variety and a big number of people for a long period of time. And I honestly think that it can. And the reason that I think that it can is because of the amount of stuff there is to do in the game. So you have the story missions, you have the exploration missions, you have strike missions, you have raids, and then of course you have all of the different PvP. Like, there's so many different varieties of multiplayer, special events. There's so much to keep people interested regardless of what your actual interests are. So if you're someone that enjoys like Diablo and World of Warcraft and you just want to farm and you want to do raids, you want to do missions to get the best gear, Destiny offers that to you perfectly fine. If you're someone that enjoys an interesting and intriguing and deep story, Destiny has you covered there too. The story is awesome. The world is beautiful, so that definitely has you covered too. If you're someone who's really competitive, Destiny has you covered for that also, because I think that the multiplayer is really good. I think that Destiny could definitely have a competitive scene in terms of esports and stuff like that. They just need to add like private matches and some kind of leaderboard ranking system in-game for that to be a plausible thing. But I think that Destiny has everything in it to keep a wide variety of players interested for a long period of time, especially with how much gear you can get and stuff. There's always going to be something for you to unlock, something for you to strive for. And even when you fully deck out your hunter, for example, he's fully decked out, you've done everything in the game that you possibly can, he has every piece of gear, every weapon, you can go and make a Titan and a Warlock and do the exact same thing. So I think that Destiny packs everything that is needed to keep a wide variety of people interested for a long period of time. Now moving on to Destiny and YouTube, which I think is a much more intriguing conversation, because what makes a game popular on YouTube is kind of super random. It's like very random. Games that you enjoy and that you have a lot of fun playing, that you think are awesome, don't necessarily always do good on YouTube. There's just something about a game that has to be there in order to make people want to watch it. So in terms of Destiny, I think that people can definitely create content by playing through the story, by doing live strike missions, and that could be really funny, and they could record playing with their friends, doing raids and stuff like that. And in terms of multiplayer, I think that Destiny could definitely be good. It all depends on the content that comes out after Destiny is released. Because let's take a look at Call of Duty, for example. Because obviously Call of Duty is a very successful game on YouTube. Now the reason that Call of Duty is successful on YouTube is because it comes out every year, so you always have a new game. It's always new. For at least the first like 2 months, you have a brand new game, everyone's discovering the new weapons and the new perks, and people are doing videos on the best loadouts and on the top kills on this map, the top kills on that map. So every year you have at least a few months that are exciting for each Call of Duty game. Now when it's been out for that few months, we then have DLC that comes out, and DLC for Call of Duty adds new maps, it now adds new weapons, it adds camos. So there's constantly new content coming out for Call of Duty. There's always something new. Plus, the variety of guns that actually launch with each Call of Duty is huge. So in terms of gameplay, when it comes to multiplayer, there is a lot of variety in the multiplayer. You're on different maps, you're using different guns, you're using different perk setups, different kill streaks. There's so many different varieties of gameplay that you can create with what Call of Duty has in its game. Now with Destiny, there's definitely a wide variety of guns. Obviously, there were a few that shined when it came to the beta and the alpha. But when the full game is released, there's going to be such a wide variety of guns. I mean, if you think about going from level 1 to level 20, you're going to be using so many different guns just by leveling up and getting new guns, better equipment. And then you also, when you get to level 20, there's so many different guns that you can use. Even just in the auto rifle class, there's so many different ones. And then of course you have the scout rifles and sniper rifles and hand cannons and fusion rifles. I think that Destiny has the content necessary to be successful on YouTube. I really hope that it does. I really hope that people do enjoy watching Destiny, because I honestly think that it's one of the most amazing games to come out in recent history. It's so much fun. It may not look fun. I don't know if you guys watch it and haven't played it and look at it and think, I don't get it. Why is it so fun? But it just is. It feels very satisfying when you go on a killing spree, when you go into a room with 3 people and you kill them all with your shotgun. It just feels very rewarding, which is super important when it comes to any game. And on YouTube, I think that people will enjoy watching it because there is a huge variety. You have 3 different classes, and not only do you have 3 different classes, you have subclasses in those classes. So I feel like everyone's journey when it comes to creating their character and which subclass they choose and which guns they use with that subclass and what armor they get and the way that their character looks, I feel like it's gonna be very individual. So I think that in terms of creating content for Destiny on YouTube, each person's content is going to be very unique. There's definitely going to be people that only concentrate on story and raids, and that's going to be the content for their channel. Then you're going to have the super competitive people that are posting the most kills, the highest score, the best kill streak. So I think that Destiny is going to be huge on YouTube. It definitely has the potential to be huge on YouTube with just how much content can be created around one game. So I think that on release, Destiny definitely has what it needs in the game for it to be successful on YouTube. I think that you're gonna have channels where it's like, oh, this guy's like the best Titan, I'm gonna go watch him for like awesome Titan gameplay. And then you're gonna have this person who like does super funny raids with his friends and you're gonna watch his videos. Then you're gonna have this person who's a hunter who pulls off like super crazy hunter crap with their invisibility and teleportation and stuff. So I think that Destiny is going to enable content creators to be very individual in how they play their game, and you will go to each specific content creator when it comes to Destiny for what they do best, which is awesome. And I'm so excited for this game, so excited for it to come out. I want to make my hunter. I never want to play a Titan or Warlock ever, although I will, because I'm gonna log like 15 billion hours in the first week, and I'll probably get to level 20 in like 2 days. And I'll probably have all the best armor in like a day because I have no life and I'm just gonna play Destiny forever. So yeah, I think that Destiny will be super set when it first releases. I think that it's going to be super interesting for everyone, regardless of what you enjoy watching and playing. Now, in terms of it lasting for years and years on YouTube, that all depends on the DLC. We need to know exactly what is coming with the DLC and how much more content it's gonna add to our game, because there's only so often that you can watch the same thing over and over and over again. So it does all depend on how DLC does affect Destiny, but I think that Destiny most certainly, for sure, for reals, for definite, has everything that it needs on release to not only be successful with people playing it and enjoying it for a long time, but also people enjoying watching it on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my best score ever in the world universe, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.